EastEnders confirms big twist as legend makes unexpected murder confession. This article contains spoilers for tonight's episode of EastEnders, which airs tonight at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One but is available to view now on BBC iPlayer. Bianca Jackson has confessed to Debbie's murder in a desperate bid to free her sister Sonia Fowler from prison. The Walford legend has been held hostage in a storage lockup for months after she uncovered incriminating evidence that proved that Reese Colwell is the real killer. With all fingers pointed at poor son, she's faced the prospect of spending the rest of her life at His Majesty's pleasure, and this week has faced trial. To make matters worse, she's heavily pregnant. In recent weeks, we've seen Reese try to convince the nurse who had seen her lurking around the murder scene to change her witness statement. The desired result wasn't achieved, and only worsened Sonia's desperation to be free. As the locals gathered in court, they wondered whether Bianca would arrive at the 11th hour and show her support, blissfully unaware of her current circumstances. Things took a turn for a worse when Sonia collapsed, and she was convinced that she couldn't continue fighting for freedom. Pleading guilty would be the best thing for both her and the unborn child. As Reese fell into a state of despair, and Bianca wondered whether she would ever see the light of day again, she threw him a lifeline. She would take responsibility and then go on the run. In tonight's episode, she told him it was now or never. Given she paid comatose Debbie a visit at the care home, she could well have been responsible. With huge doubts over the matter, Reese left but was given food for thought by Ruby Allen, Louisa Lytton, who explained her experiences of giving birth behind bars. Rushing back to the lockup, he handed Bianca a confession statement and filmed her reading it out. He then sent it to himself using a VPN to protect it being traced. Jack Branning and Martin Fowler headed back to the courtroom, horrified to see Sonia preparing to plead guilty. Suddenly, Reese charged in and said that he had new evidence and the trial was yet again adjourned. In disbelief at what Bianca has done, Jack assumed that she was lying to protect her younger sister. The solicitor then delivered the upsetting news that despite Bianca's tape being handed to the CPS, it could take weeks for it to be admissible and therefore the jury could only use their prior knowledge when deciding on Sonia's guilt. It could be months before a retrial was arranged. Reese was devastated, his plan falling through, so targeted a member of the jury as they were leaving. He begged them to take a look at the video, and although they were initially reluctant, they agreed. Is Sonia's ordeal finally over? And what consequences could Bianca's confession have?
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Bombshell TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn.